Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a get ready with me, basically playing with my stash. It is a snow day here in Portland, Oregon. We had sort of an unexpected snow event and we have been snowed in the past 2 days. So needless to say, we have not received mail or packages or anything like that, and so I thought it would be fun to sort of shop my stash, create a little look here. We're of course going to finish with fragrance of the day. So if you're interested in seeing how I created this look, sort of a cleaner eye with a little bit more of a bold lipstick, then let's go ahead and get started. Okay, it is actually a snow day here, second day in a row. We had sort of an unexpected snow event, and literally we are still socked in. Our street is like slick ice, and we're waiting for the temps to rise just a bit so that we can proceed with our lives. Since I am stuck at home, I thought it would be fun to sort of shop my stash, play with some makeup. This is going to be a real casual get ready with me because I am not going anywhere, but I'm somebody who likes to put on their face every day. I rarely don't put makeup on. I just love makeup. So I thought I would go ahead and start with COLORSCIENCE Sunforgettable Total Protection Face Shield. I have been on the SPF hunt because my favorite Glow Beauty Solar Shade SPF 50 has been discontinued, and like all my little bottles that I had stocked up on, I'm almost out. So I do really like this COLORSCIENCE a lot. I love the glow one. I think I'm somebody who prefers their SPF that is not necessarily tinted, and I would say this is one that I would repurchase. There are often times when if I'm just going to be kind of running errands and stuff, I will mix a little bit of the glow along with the original. This is just the original face shield. I also have Flex, but I have found that I'm someone who tends to not like tinted SPF, partly because I do reviews with makeup and stuff, and that can sort of alter the way a foundation is going to look. If I already have sort of a tint on my skin, it might already look a bit more evened out, and you may not get the full picture of how much coverage. So this one does have just a slight tint in here, and this is a mineral sunscreen and it has zinc oxide, so I believe it is to help kind of not get that white cast. I don't necessarily mind the white cast. I find that it will just dissipate in a few seconds. So this would be one of the top contenders, but I'm still on my ultimate hunt. The reason I loved that other one is that it was very moisturizing. It was an all mineral sunscreen. I actually do like some of the super goop ones as well. I just need to find my next holy grail. So obviously I will keep you informed as to my favorite SPF. The minute I find my holy grail, I will be sharing the joy with all of you because I know so many of you also ended up loving that Glow Beauty Solar Shade SPF 50. Just so good. So I'm going to quickly pop on some of my Biologique Recherche. This is the Bio Kiss. I love this. It is such a good lip product. I am a little bit dry. my lips are a little bit dry and super chapped right now. So this is something that I like to sleep in overnight, and I'm going to prep my lips with this just to kind of hydrate them while we are moving on to the rest of the face. So we're going to do a little bit of quick and easy makeup, and I pulled out my Westman Atelier complexion drops, and I'm going to be using these in the shade number 3 today. I have several shades here. I have shade 2, 4, and 3, so I might have to mix. We're going to see. I'm going to start with shade 3. That is the color right here, and my skin is also feeling a bit dry. We did a quick little trip over the weekend, and flying on an airplane can sort of just zap my skin, take away that glow. So this one is super hydrating, very nice and glowy. And I'm just gonna kind of take this, and we're just going to, and I've actually found that I like to apply this with fingertips and let it kind of sink in. So it's got a sort of dry oil feel to it, and it will just take a minute, but it will just kind of effortlessly soak into the skin and look like skin. So it's really a nice little tint, and although it does not have a ton of coverage, it's just supposed to be a skin tint, I do find that it just sort of blurs any imperfections right here, and I just wanted something that was going to be a bit more hydrating on the skin. So now that I have kind of soaked that in with my hands, I'm just going to go through with a little bit of a damp beauty blender and just kind of press that into the skin. I'm going to use some of my Face Trace Contour in Biscuit. Just love this. This is one of these products that is a repeat purchase from Westman Atelier. And I'm just going to kind of come from the top of my ear just down here, kind of sculpting out a little bit of cheekbones here. You can shorten your forehead just a bit. I will go just down the side of my nose, just here, a little bit at the base here, and then I like to do a little bit underneath my chin. That looked a little scary, but basically it blends out like a dream. And then I'm just going to blend this out, adding a little bit of warmth and contour to my face here. Then we're going to use the blush in Petal. Love this color so much, and you can basically pop this on directly from the bullet, or you could take a brush here, and I'm actually cleaning her brushes. Otherwise I would use Westman Atelier brushes, but they are in the process of drying out as we speak, so I'm just going to kind of pop on a little bit of that beautiful Petal blush. This is one of my favorites. Then I'm going to use my Super Lit highlighter. This one is in Nectar. I just love Nectar so much. It is so gorgeous. And I'm just going to pop that on the tops of my cheeks here. Okay, I want to keep a relatively clean eye because I have a new bold lipstick from Victoria Beckham, and the shade is Alter Ego. So this is a really pretty fuchsia color. We're just going to do a little dab on that, but I want to keep my eyes just sort of clean and basic. I am going to put on some eyeliner, some mascara, but I do want to sort of define my crease just a bit. So I pulled out my Chantecaille. I pulled out the Mermaid Eye Matte shade, and this one is in Olivia. And this is just kind of beautiful gray toned taupe. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that, like a wash, right on the eyes just to define them just a bit. Okay, I just did a slight wash of that matte color. I'm going to come in with my Stylo Yeux, and this one's in Marine, and I'm just going to tightline the upper lash line, giving myself a little bit of definition towards the lash line, and I find that this marine color really brightens up my eyes just a bit. I kind of feel like it opens them up just a bit more. Okay, kind of a basic eye. I am going to go clean up my brows here. I'm going to pop on mascara, and then we can go and have a little bit of fun with this bold color on the lips. Okay, quick eye on again, trying to leave it a little bit clean since we're going to be trying this pretty lipstick. I am going to go ahead and set my makeup with the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder from Westman Atelier, and this one is the one in Bubble, my favorite. I also have it in Creme, which is very lovely as well, but between the two of them I love Bubble because this one is going to be a bit more brightening on my skin, and it is just a really beautiful powder. Okay, then we're gonna pop on this really pretty lipstick, and this is in Alter Ego. It just screams spring to me, and although I am snowed in, I'm dying for spring. So I'm gonna just go ahead and we're gonna put a little bit of this on. I'm gonna just dab it. I don't want it too opaque. I actually love that color, and I'm going to do a little something that my mom always did. She always put a little bit of her lipstick on her cheeks as well, but I feel like I could use a little bit more color on my cheeks. So I'm just going to take a teeny bit of this lipstick here. Don't be afraid, you can always multi-purpose most of your makeup, but I feel like this would be such a pretty color on the skin. So that's just gonna give me a little extra color here. It's not too much, just giving me a little extra flush. I was feeling like the lips were so emphasized. I wanted to tone that down just a little bit by giving my complexion a little more color. And then of course we are going to finish with fragrance of the day. And I pulled out my beautiful, this is Bulgari, and I believe this is Spectacolor. It's so beautiful. So this is essentially an iris, amber, and myrrh fragrance. So it's kind of perfect because there's a little bit of freshness in here, but there's also this warmth from that amber and myrrh. So I'm dreaming about spring, but it is clearly a snow day here. So I need a little something that's going to have some warmth underneath. And I'm going to go ahead and spray this on. I do love these bottles. It is so beautiful. This has a very beautiful powdery freshness to it, so it verges on that sort of clean uplifting, and then when it dries down it's got this gorgeous amber and myrrh in here. This one is so good. There's something really kind of unique in here because it's got this sort of cleanness that I want that feeling, but there's a sexiness to it. I think it's that note of myrrh that's making this sort of like it's innocent on the outside, but then it's got some sexiness kind of hidden underneath there, if that makes sense. It's just a truly gorgeous scent. I don't really have anything quite like it. That iris is just really pretty. I think that's it. That got a little bit of that soft, powdery iris that's giving a little bit of innocence to it. Love amber. That's just kind of a warm note. And then I think we've got that sexy myrrh coming in. And myrrh is going to smell a little bit incensey, sort of a slight smoke, incense, resinous note. But the thing I like about it is that it's not too strong. It's almost like this is holding down that little fresh iris just a bit, giving it a little balance so it's not so powdery, and just kind of perfectly making this very balanced, very addictive. This honestly just smells so good. I can't seem to get enough of it lately. I actually bought this when I was in Paris. I hadn't seen these in the States yet. They now do sell these. I believe they're at Bloomingdale's now, maybe even Saks, but it is a very interesting line. They have gorgeous bottles, but the juice inside of them are really spectacular as well. So this is my scent of the day, having a little fun on this snow day. I'm hoping everyone has a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy, and I will be back with another video soon.